Hi, good day, good night, good evening, depending on what time you happen to be watching this. Welcome to another episode of House of Stars. I am a girl star, and today we're doing something a little bit different. As you can see by the title, we're doing What's Going On Around Them Couples Edition. So, yes, I know you guys are going to scream at me. I know I'm trying to stay consistent with this whole video thing, but life happens, okay? But guess what? I'm back. I'm here now. I feel like this is like the same thing I say in every video, but hey, doesn't matter. I'm here right now. So, as you can see by the title, we are actually going to be reading on Nicki Minaj and Meek Mills and Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. Because I just remember like a couple days ago, no, I think it could have been just yesterday. And I like woke up and I just seen this craziness on my timeline. And I was just like, damn, like shit, Rob Kardashian's back. If anyone knows, like Rob Kardashian is like my all-time crush. Like, at least, well, one of them. I have a lot of crushes, celebrity crushes. But like Rob can get it. Chubby Rob, skinny Rob, doesn't matter. Like both of them can get it. So I just want to start off by saying, if you are watching this video and you are interested in booking an appointment with me, you can. The link is in the description box. Actually, not the link, my email address. I preferably like them on email, or you can always send it to the House of Stars page on Facebook, which the link is in the description box. Again, please remember to like the House of Stars page, and if you haven't, I know some of you guys have noticed, and thank you for following, that I actually started a House of Stars Instagram. I know it's been a little bit inactive for the past 4 weeks, but I'm going to start putting more stuff on it. So follow it up, like it up. You can even follow me on my personal Instagram, which I'm going to put the handle in the description box. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. Let's not, sit here and dilly-dally. Let's get right into the reading. And I'm going to let you know what's going on around them. So let's see. I have Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill's picture here. Okay. So as we know that Meek Mill, a lot of people have been not too nice to him. People have been getting in on him and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's bad publicity, good publicity is still publicity, right? So doesn't matter. I don't, so let's just see exactly what's going on around them right now. Okay, so let's start off with Nicki Minaj. Okay, so Nicki, as you can see her, she's a very domineering type of person. That bad bitch attitude she has is pretty close to what she wants to be and who she is. She's definitely a person, she knows exactly what she wants, and she's a very strong lover. So she has a strong appreciation for those that are in her life, her friends, her family. She likes to have people around her life that are real, so to speak. So even though she does have like colleagues in the industry that she does grow to love and respect, is a bond that she's built with them at the end of the day. I feel like when it comes to Nicki Minaj, of course, I feel like she still wants to ride on the fame and be successful in everything that she does. But most of all, she wants to really promote her persona and who she is, more or less of who she is on her personal life. She doesn't want to get into that situation where her personal life is being broadcasted and people start forgetting about her artistry, because that's what she wants people to see. When it comes to the industry, especially how the industry is now, ever since, reality TV has come to play and things like that, people are starting to forget about people's artistic abilities, and it's more or less about what sells, which is, it's like selling your life, selling your soul. You know what I mean? It's like privacy is no longer yours anymore, because at the end of the day, people want to hear more about who the real Nicki Minaj is rather than the archetype of who she is. So I see, like, of course, I did see this. So I'm not going to say like I do see it happening, because I seen it like on social media. And I think right now she is focusing on her show. I feel like I get the number 3. So I don't know if it's going to be like 3 seasons or anything like that, or 3 episodes. I'm not sure. But I do definitely see that it's going to be something that's going to run for a minute. But it's not going to run for that long. But I do see that one of the issues of why I see things going to be slowing down for the actual television production when it happens is because she's going to get pregnant. So that's what I do see going on around her and what's for her. When it comes to Meek Mills, right now I feel like there's a lot of things going on when it comes to like the managerial side. That's not even if it's a word, but more of the management side when it comes to the back end. And I think that's more or less that's stressing him out. I don't think that the whole social media beef is really stressing him out, so to speak, because at the end of the day, he thinks it's shits and giggles. You know what I mean? You have to understand, this is a person that's like from the streets, somebody that actually has a real life, that doesn't need, like, his credibility is not based on what's said on social media. He is who he is. He's had the years that he's earned and what he's does, and at the end of the day, he still is gonna sell records and still have records that could be sold. Like, I don't think this is the end of the career for him. Like, I think people have this perception because you've seen it happen with Ja Rule, you've seen it happen with other people and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's going to be one of those things where, he's going to continue and come back even stronger and come back even harder. I see eventually he's probably going to even do a single with Drake or somebody, but I do see like beef is going to be squashed between whoever he's doing beef with, and that single is going to be able to come out of it. So what I see, what about the relationship? I think that it's a very strong relationship that they have because they're both very real with each other. Like, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, of course, she has absorbed, a certain sense of lifestyle and way of thinking because of being in the industry. But at the same time, like, they're both people that are from the street, like, you know what I mean? So they kind of bring that both out of each other. I do see that he definitely respects her on the aspect of course, maybe she is on the front end financially more in a better place than he is, but also he does respect her as a woman. I feel like as a man, he's always been a person that admires a strong woman, and I feel like that's why they have a really good connection. Is through that. So I feel like they have a lot of plans that are going on together. I don't know why I'm seeing like a yacht. I don't know if there's like a trip coming up for them that maybe publicized. But what I do see for the both of them is that they have a really strong bond, and regardless of where their relationship may end up, they're always going to be able to like maintain a good relationship and respect for each other. I think right now how they both are acting is like they're kind of just going with the flow. Like, even though like they know that's where it's going to go, they know that their career is really what is important right now because there's a lot of goals and things that they want to get achieved. So I feel like it's like they're putting career in the front face or the front end right now, and it's going with the flow. And it's kind of like that mentality, like, all right, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like, we know what we both want, but at the end of the day, we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. It's not going to be one of those things that we're going to force or whatever the case may be, is what I do see for the both of them. But yeah, again, I see like a lot of success for both of them. I do feel like Meek Mill is going to be touring or doing like an event with another male. I feel like another male artist, and that's coming up soon. But I do feel like for the most part for this couple, I feel it's a good dynamic and a good balance they do have between each other. I think because when one goes high, one goes low, one goes low, one goes high. Because I think Meek Mill is more of a person that he's more easygoing. So like he doesn't really sweat a lot of shit. And then when it comes to Nicki Minaj, like, she has her moments in her episodes, like, she's a diva. It's like he allows her to have her moment, and it's just like whatever, you just brush it off and they're back to doing what they got to do. So what's good about this relationship is that each person are allowed to be themselves. Okay? So that's what I see so far for Nicki Minaj and Meek Mills. Let's move into the big one, which is a Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian. Like, this girl took my man, but at the end of the day, I love me some Blac Chyna. Like, I love Blac. I'm like, if anyone knows, I'm like Team Amber, Team Blac Chyna. Like, that's me. So at the end of the day, if there's anyone better that he could be with, I understand. Go ahead, girl, Blac Chyna. Do you? Okay? So I'm going to get out of the other energy, and let's get into Blac Chyna and Robert Kardashian. There's a lot of publicity swirling around this. So this is like a lot of publicity propaganda at the same time, is what I feel. Because I do feel like it's like, this is not something that, I guess in the Kardashian family or whatever the case may be, is much of a surprise. I feel like it's something that is kind of like been, in a certain sense, at least prearranged, or it's been arranged how it was going to be presented to the public. Okay? When it comes to Black China, I feel she's a very easygoing person. She's very docile. She does have a shy personality to her. Like, I feel like for the most part, when it comes to her and how she presents herself to the world, it's like she's more of an observer and a listener than she is a talker, though she does talk. You know what I mean? But I feel like she's a person that she feels very deeply for those that are around her. She's a very hospitable person. She is born under the sun sign of Taurus, so that could be that. I feel like she's definitely a person that she is very nonchalant, so to speak, about certain things. So she's not a person that really makes a lot of things sweat her. You know what I mean? Like, if life happens or something negative happens to her, she just takes it with stride and she keeps it moving. Of course it hurts, but she is a person that she knows how to bounce back very easily from a bad situation. What I do see for her is that I see like a lot of business stuff. I don't know why I feel like there's like a store or something that is like when I say face to face, but I guess face to face type of sales. So I guess it's something that has to do with a store or a boutique, but I see like some of that happening for her. I feel like a few of them are happening. I don't know, it feels more like the West Coast, because where I'm seeing it looks like California, or I'm getting like a vibe of like deserty kind of area. So like maybe Cali, Vegas, I don't know. But I do see that she's definitely going to open something where it's for women. And I feel it's somewhere where she's giving women a chance, not just women of popularity or have main names for themselves, but for people that she wants to see come from nothing to something. So maybe it's a salon or something, I'm not sure, but she's trying to start some kind of brand, and it kind of passes its ways down. You know what I mean? So maybe if it's like, for example, like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say it's one of those things where it's going to be like a pyramid scheme, but at the same time, it's like people are going to be able to like sell or do things on the base of her brand, so to speak, is what I do see happening for her. What I feel like with Rob and her, I feel like Rob has always had an attraction to her. Like, I feel like the attraction that he's had from her to her has been something that's been happening for a very long time. When it comes to Rob, as we already see this in the industry, like Rob does battle a little bit back and forth between depression and things like that, feeling inadequate and things like that. I feel like it's like there's a lot of things that has been going on in his mind, psyche level. The thing is about Rob Kardashian is that he's actually a very sensitive soul, because he's actually very empathic. He is a Pisces, so naturally he has that psychic ability where he's able to pick up things that are around him. He sees things that he cares not to see or he doesn't want to see. And I think most of all, that has caused a lot to his trauma and how he's been dealing with a lot of things that have been going on around him. I feel like why these two both would be good together is because she is very patient in catering to his needs and his emotions. I feel a lot of times when he has his episodes, a lot of people don't really understand it. And she's more of a person that's patient, that she could get down on his level and he can turn to her for comfort. I do see that you're going to start to see them out in public a lot together. I get a sense too that you may hear something about Chris's interpretation of what she feels about this relationship. And I think it's something that, you know, it's probably leaning more or less to the side of acceptance. Because at the end of the day, you know, she cares about her son and she wants to graduate for him. I do see something that and I think I saw this before. Because I think, guys, correct me, were they supposed to start a sock line, him and Scott Disick? Because I feel like something with him and Scott Disick is going to resurface. Because through all this buzz and everything like that, I see that Rob is slowly going to start to peek his way back into the public eye. But he's being very careful because he's not necessarily comfortable. So he doesn't mind being seen, but he doesn't want that all again. Like, it's like, okay, I'm here. It's like he wants to be the seen unseen. You know what I mean? But I definitely see that there's going to be some stuff coming up. I also see some stuff that's coming up with music as well. I don't know if it's like producing or something like that, or I don't know, maybe that's a pursuit of his, but I see something else that's coming up with music. I see a lot of traveling, a lot of things that are going to be happening between the both of them, and as they are moving around as a couple. I do feel like, I don't know why I'm hearing this, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll take it. I ain't God. I feel like there's going to be something caring about a kid. I don't know if it's like there's going to be a kid between them two, or there's going to be somebody talking about that Rob got her pregnant. But there's something's about to come up about Rob having a child. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but it's coming up soon. I just feel like something's going to happen with Rob having a child. For the most part, I don't know. I don't feel like this relationship is going to be that long lived, but at the end of the day, very much like Meek and Nicki Minaj, it's going to be something that we're going to be able to have a respect for each other, and you know, it's not going to be bad blood or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I do see for the both of these people, what's going on around them, and I feel like there's a lot of good things to come, especially for Blac Chyna. I feel Blac Chyna is about to be on a come up on some way, where she's gonna be able to gain respectable recognition in the industry, based on her business savvy, her business expertise and things like that, because I feel like she's very much of a business-minded person. I don't feel like she really necessarily started off being really savvy, business savvy, but at the end of the day, she's not scared to learn anything. I don't know why I feel like there's gonna be like some kind of sickness or something that's coming for Chris. I just got that as well. Like publicly, I don't know if it's cancer or something, but something. It doesn't feel like it's long-winded, or it doesn't feel like it's very life-threatening, but definitely it's going to be like a, you know what I mean, when it comes something on the health level. So that's what I do see for these two couples, for Meek Mills and Nicki Minaj, and Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. So this is what's going on around them, couples edition. If you want me to read on anybody else, you can always put your suggestions in the comment box. Suggestions are always great. You know, it gives me inspiration. As well, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can hit me up on my email or on the House of Stars page. Don't forget to like the page. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's absolutely free. So share, like, subscribe. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting the House of Stars and rocking with me tonight and watching this video. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.